Thanks, Sam. I'd now like to introduce the Mayor of Manningham Council, Councillor Michelle Kleinert, to say a few words.
متشکرم. اکنون به سخنان شهردار منینگهم گوش فرا می‌دهیم. خانم میشل
going to say, you don't go anywhere.
Sure.
I dance Persian, but I don't speak Persian.
میگن که من بگین نگین فارسی بلدم ها حواس جمع بشه.
Is it خوش آمد؟
Yes. خوش آمدید؟
Still has to translate. Okay. Manningham Council acknowledges the Wurundjeri Wurrung people as the traditional owners of lands and waterways now known as Manningham.
قبل از اینکه ادامه بدن میفرمایند که احترام ویژه برای زمینی که درش هستیم و جوانبش از لحاظ بومیان این مملکت.
Council pays respects to elders past, present and emerging and values the ongoing contribution to enrich and appreciate the cultural heritage of Manningham.
یعنی هم الان و هم در گذشته و هم در آینده ما عنایات این مردم رو مورد تشکر قرار میدهیم.
Council acknowledges and respects Australia's First Peoples as traditional owners of lands and waterways across country and encourages reconciliation between all.
و تأکید میکنن که بومیان اینجا ایرانی ها و گسترده تر از آن.
As you know, Manningham has a very close connection with the Iranian community.
همچنان که میدانید شهرداری منینگهم یک رابطه تنگاتنگ با ایرانیان محل دارد.
We are the largest Iranian population lives in Manningham in Australia.
در کل استرالیا منطقه ما بیشترین ایرانی رو در منینگهم در بر دارد.
In Australia.
در کل استرالیا.
And today we gather in solidarity with you in light of recent events of the tragic death of a young Iranian woman, مهسا امینی.
امروز با اینجا جمع شدیم دور هم برای همبستگی در سایه این مسئله اخیر فقدان یک زن جوان ایرانی به نام مهسا امینی.
And while the death of Mehsa Amini happened in Iran, violence against women and gender equality is a global issue that affects us all and impacts many women also in Manningham. We stand against this in Manningham.
در این حال که فقدان مهسا امینی اتفاقی بود که در ایران رخ داد، اما خشونت علیه زن و عدم تساوی جنسیت یک مسئله جهانی است که روی همه ما تأثیر می‌گذارد و این تأثیر هم روی خیلی از زنان در منینگهم ممکن است باشد. ما علیه این مسئله در منینگهم قیام می‌کنیم.
With this in mind, today we are honoured to announce that we will be supporting Mehsa Amini Memorial.
امروز با توجه به این صحبت‌های اخیر ما مفتخریم که اعلام بکنیم که پشتیبان یادواری مهسا امینی هستیم.
This memorial will provide all members of the community a place to come and reflect and to remember Mehsa and women like her.
و این یادواره همه افراد این کامیونیتی رو یک محلی براشون مهیا کرده که بیان و تعمق بکنند و یاد مهسا و دیگر زنان مثل ایشان را گرامی بدارند.
It will be a place of silent unity where community will and can gather in support of gender equality and women's rights, two things that unite us all.
مکانی است برای تعمق سکوت و همبستگی بی صدا، جایی که کامیونیتی دور هم جمع میشن در پشتیبانی تساوی جنسیت و حقوق زنان، دو چیزی که ما رو با هم متحد میکند.
The memorial will include a community artwork piece, which I'm excited to talk to you about.
یادواری که یک مجسمه هنری کامیونیتی رو ارائه میدهد که من خیلی هیجان زدم که در موردش الان صحبت کنم با شما.
Manningham Council will lead a project which will bring together members of the community to create this beautiful work, this artwork. We are looking forward to working with some of you on this and can't wait to see what is created.
شهرداری منینگهم یک پروژه‌ای رو دنبال خواهم کرد و اعضای این کامیونیتی رو به هم خواهند آورد برای خلق این کار زیبا. چشم انتظار این هستیم که با شما در این زمینه کار بکنیم و خیلی مشتاق به زودی.
It's our hope that this memorial can be a special place for our Iranian community and one which brings healing, peace and unity.
امید ما این هست که این یادواره یک مکان ویژه‌ای باشد برای کامیونیتی ایرانیان، مکانی که میتواند حاکی از همبستگی، صلح و نیایش باشد.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We are now honoured to hear from Sahar. I think you can come forward. I think you probably have some time off now.
Yeah.
Sam, I think you.
Thank you.
You're right.
فرمودن که سرکار خانم سحر براتون سخنرانی میکنن. این آقای مترجمم بشینه کمی.
Yeah, I'll hand over to Sahar. As I said before, Sahar is the former president of the Australian Iranian Society of Victoria and a member of the Manningham Health and Wellbeing Advisory Committee. She has recently been inducted into the 2022 Victorian Honour Roll of Women due to her volunteer work with older people, women and children affected by family violence, temporary and student visa holders and asylum seekers. Welcome and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks. I have to wear my glasses. The uprising was sparked on 16 September by the death of 22-year-old Kurdish woman Mehsa Amini, who had been detained and killed by morality police for wearing her hijab in an improper way. The Iranian authorities said she had a heart attack and blamed pre-existing health conditions which her family denied she ever had. Mehsa was in coma when she died. Massive protests erupted all over the country. Multiple deaths and mass arrests of protesters followed. So far, we've lost more than 100 young girls and boys, and they have arrested more than 12,000 people. And people are protesting all around the world in solidarity with Iranians. Iranian women are burning their hijabs and cutting their hair short in protest over the death of Mehsa Amini and many other young people. There are too many, I can't even, we lost the count. Nikasha Karami, Mehsa Amini, there are too many, even like I can't even say their names because it brings tears in my eyes. I can't even think how many young lives we lost in the past 44 days. The internet has been shut off in Iran, and access to platforms such as WhatsApp and Instagram blocked by the government. So they asked me how the community feeling right now. They're angry. Also, we are proud. We are fearful and we are hopeful. The Iranians' hearts are broken, being in the dark while the chaos unfolds in their homeland is terrifying, is horrifying. Many of us haven't heard from our family and friends since the protest began 44 days ago. This memorial aims to bring awareness about women's rights and police brutality in Iran. Memorial means denouncing the violence in Iran and the violence of women's rights and humans' rights. As a multicultural city, it is of utmost importance that Iranian residents are offered the appropriate support and assistance. The safety and well-being of the community is paramount. The memorial and this community arts project and the tree planting will present an innocent soul that we lost. But many people will use the shade. Many people will use the fresh air, will use the scenery. I feel proud of our community because I see how brave they are. They're fighting for their own liberties. I think it's time for the people all around the world to pay attention to what's going on in Iran right now. I believe that if we win this fight against the regime, it's going to mean a more peaceful Middle East and a more peaceful world for all people. Having this memorial and community arts project under Mehsa's name reminds us of peace and reminds us of growth. Here people can sit and reflect, as you said, Michelle. And we reflect on how far we come and what we achieved and be proud of ourselves. I appreciate the freedom that I have here in Australia, but I can't enjoy it until the people of my country, inside the country, they also have it. And here, with this memorial and with this project, it helps us to bring us as a united community and help me to be their voice and help them to their freedom back. I want people from all nationalities to be posting about this. We are all together in this, and let's say women, life, freedom. Thank you.
سلام زن زندگی آزادی.
سلام زن زندگی آزادی.
He did it better than me, which you'd expect. Women, life, freedom, and you see it in that picture. When I hear of the idea of morality police anywhere in the world, there's nothing moral about attacking a woman, life, or freedom. In fact, it's immoral.
زن، زندگی، آزادی. مهسا امینی. وقتی که میگیم گشت ارشاد در هر مملکتی یعنی مراقب مردم بودند که اینجا میبینیم نه بالعکسش بوده در ایران.
When I was a kid growing up in Ireland, so like you,
در 1970 من که ایرلندی هستم مثل شما که من آمدم اینجا، پدرم راجع به ایران برای من صحبت کرده بود.
he described a country that had beautiful people, beautiful food, and people that had, in many respects, more freedom than he knew growing up in Ireland.
مملکتی زیبا، غذاهای خوشمزه، مردمانی شریف و اینکه حتی آزادی هایی که در اونجا ما اون موقع نداشتیم در ایرلند.
Whether it's in Canada, the United Kingdom, America, or here, I know that you are beautiful people because your heart still aches for your homeland. It would be so easy to put that behind you and ignore it and live the good life. But that's not in your soul, and I commend you for thinking about others left behind.
کانادا، انگلیس، امریکا، اینجا فرقی نمیکنه. شما مردمان شریفی هستید که از این مسئله و مسائل به راحتی نتونستید بگذرید به خاطر اینکه بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند.
I'm a new member of Parliament, and I'm still finding my feet. But one of the lessons from the last few weeks is the importance of voice. And to stand in that chamber of that building and to be your voice, that is a great honour for me, and I won't stop doing it.
من عضو پارلمان هستم و مفتخرم که در ساختمان عزیز پارلمان برای حق و حقوق شما سکوت نمی کنم و همیشه قیام خواهم داشت.
I know we're here today to mark a wonderful idea and a wonderful memorial, but let's never forget that the idea that Mehsa and so many others are fighting for has only just started, and the regime wants people to forget about it, and we must never forget about it, because if you do, you lose that momentum. So keep fighting and never stop talking, and I won't.
I'm so excited myself that I forgot the first part of the words. I'm sorry, sir. What was it, just the first part you were saying?
I'm you, and it means so much to me to be your voice, and I won't stop doing it.
می‌فرمایند که من از اینکه صدای شما هستم در آنجا بسیار مفتخرم و همچنین گفتن که این رژیم حالا برو یعنی نمیره، این میخواد که ما فراموش بکنیم این چیزا رو، اینا نباید ما فراموش بکنیم و فراموش هم نخواهیم کرد و دنبالش خواهیم گرفت.
And wherever people are in the world, the least they deserve is a government that is accountable to them and chosen by them. It's a simple idea. It's one we take for granted in many countries. but I know you want that for Iran, and if you keep fighting, then this will mean something, and I know it will. And in conclusion, let's not give up, and let's never forget the beautiful woman in that picture, a woman enjoying life and freedom, and it was taken away from her and many others. Let's never forget, let's keep fighting, and thank you all so much for having me.
آسته بسیاری هم ندارن مردم ایران، مثل همه ممالک دیگر داشتن یک محیط آرامش و در رفاه و دولت و حکومتی که خودشون انتخاب کرده باشند و ما در این زمینه شما رو پشتیبانی میکنیم. Just a general translation.
And finally, Zan Zindagi Azadi.
و در پایان هم گفتن زن، زندگی، آزادی.
Thank you very much, Keith. Now we are going to conclude our event by listening to a beautiful song called Baraye, which is a special request from our Iranian community here in Manningham. So together, let's take this time to reflect on healing, peace and unity.
حسن ختام رو هم همونطور که متوجه شدین ترانه برایه هست از شروین که با هم گوش میدیم و متشکرم.
برای توی کوچه رقصیدن، برای ترسیدن به وقت بوسیدن، برای خواهرم، خواهرت، خواهرامون، برای تغییر مغزها که پوسیدن، برای شرمندگی، برای بیپولی، برای حسرت یک زندگی معمولی، برای کودک سوالگرد و آرزوهاش، برای
در خدمت خانم میشه کلاینت، شهردار منطقه منینگهم در ایالت ویکتوریا هستیم. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kleinet, for organizing this beautiful event. What do you think this event has a message for Iranian all over the world?
I think this is about highlighting that violence against women, we should not accept it and we should stand against it. It's beautiful to come together as a community, no matter your colour and background, and acknowledge that this happens all around the world, but it doesn't make it right that we can come together and in a peaceful way and reflect so we can be better together.
Thank you so much. We have lots of messages from Iranian community in Victoria. They just wanted to know why you are arranging this event privately. They just wanted to be part of it, but this event has been arranged privately.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's a very difficult thing when we don't have the logistics to be able to do events that are open to the public, where you know that safety for people being photographed, their images being seen. It's very hard to capture that and contain that. We thought it would be better to do something small to make sure that we can capture the event safely and then broadcast it out right across the world, where we don't get caught where we can't use this or can't use that, because it's about safety of women. So logistically, we thought this will be better. When we got the memorial set up, then it will be open for the public to come when they feel comfortable, when they've got time, that it can be quiet and peaceful and not overwhelming. We know that many protests, peaceful protests are happening every week and people are gathering, so they're finding a space where they can safely do that. When you're setting up something that for the future generations to look and reflect, you want to make sure that could be massive, thousands would come. So to keep it safe, you just make it very small. This marks the beginning of something special.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
در خدمت آقای کیت بولاهان هستیم، عضو پارلمان. در این رابطه با برنامه‌ای که امروز اجرا میشه چند تا سوال ازشون. Thank you so much, Mr. Kit Bulahan, to accepting the interview with Radio نشاط. What's your message for the people in Iran about the recent what's happening in Iran right now?
My message is that the Iranian people who live overseas in Australia or in America or in Canada, they haven't forgotten you. And although they've sought a better life for themselves, a piece of their heart is still thinking about their homeland and the freedoms and opportunities that they have here, that they really want those for their own people back at home. And what's happened recently has been heartbreaking to watch. They're not going away, I'm not going away as their representative, and we've got their back.
People all over the world are showing their support, including the Australian government. What do you think you can do in the parliament to help supporting Iranian people in Iran right now?
I think the first thing we can do is to give a voice. My seat of Menzies has the largest percentage of Iranian Australians in the country, and I'm very proud of that. They're some of the most successful, hardworking, educated people in the community, and it's a real honour for me to be their voice. But being someone's voice means something, and I didn't appreciate how important that was. So I gave a short speech in the Parliament, and I've been humbled by how many people have commented on it and shared it. So I won't stop being a voice for the community. It's very important to me because I know it's important to them.
We watched your interview in the Parliament, your the speech in the Parliament, and it would give a heartwarming to many Iranians all over the world. And it's really big support for us that people like you are being our voice. Thank you so much.
No, my pleasure, and I will keep being a voice because I think one of the things that happens with a movement like this, it's easy for it to fade over time, and we can't let it fade. And I know Iranians here in Australia won't do that, and I just want them to know that I won't give up either.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, thank you.
در خدمت خانم افروز رحیمیان، ریاست محترم کانون ایرانیان ایالت ویکتوریا هستیم. ممنون خانم رحیمیان از اینکه دعوت ما رو قبول کردید. خانم رحیمیان، ما در اخبار داشتیم که کانون در راستای معترضین و مردمی که در ایران به حق شروع به اعتراض و شکایت کردن، کانون اقداماتی رو انجام داده. میتونین توضیحی در رابطه با اقداماتی که کانون در این زمینه انجام داده به ما بگید؟
بله حتما. کانون در حمایت از اعتراضات به حق مردم ایران جدیداً فعالیت‌های زیادی رو داره انجام میده. ما در حال تماس با سازمان‌ها، ارگان‌ها و شرکت‌های مختلف هستیم. تقریباً هر روز تمام تلاشمون رو داریم میذاریم برای اینکه بتونیم حق ایرانیانی که اینجا هستن بهشون برسه و از ایرانیانی که تو ایران دارن خونشون رو میدن، جونشون رو میدن، ساپورت بکنیم. از نمونه کارهایی که کانون تو این مدت اخیر انجام داده، نامه‌ای بوده که به وزارت امور خارجه داده در تاریخ 10 اکتبر و خوشبختانه ما دیروز ازشون جواب گرفتیم. توی تمام پلتفرم‌های سوشال میدیامون جوابیشون شیر شده. خوشبختانه اکنالج کردن اتفاقاتی که در ایران افتاده و ساپورت کردن و در راستای جوابیه‌ای که به ما دادن یه پتیشنی هم در وبسایت پارلمان در حال حاضر انتشار پیدا کرده که واقعا امیدواریم اتفاقات خوبی در پیش رومون باشه در راستای ساپورت کردن از مردم ایران و اعتراضاتش.
ممنون. اقدامات بعدی که کانون در راستای حمایت از مردم ایران داره چه خواهد؟
کانون ایرانیان همونطور که گفتم هر روزه در حال تماس با سازمان‌ها و ارگان‌های مختلف هست. با بیزنس ویکتوریا در تماس هستیم. هر روز داریم به سازمان‌های مختلف ایمیل میدیم، درخواست ساپورت می‌کنیم چه برای ایرانیایی که اینجا هستن بتونن با فامیلیاشون صحبت کنن، یه پلنای تلفن در اختیارشون قرار داده بشه. هر گونه ساپورتی که ایرانی‌ها پلنای در راستای منتال هلتشون بگیرن، هر گونه ساپورتی که بتونن ایرانی‌ها در اینجا بگیرن و ایرانیایی در ایران صداشون به گوش دنیا برسه.
خیلی ممنون. به امید پیروزی.
ان شاء الله. مرسی.